Yeah.
How does the baby get in the lady's belly?
G'day you cheeky dogs. Today we are going to be breaking down the Bluey episode Daddy Putdown. We are going to be talking about how it was the original end for Bluey and how that parallels their pilot episode The Weekend. As always, we're also going to be diving into like the lessons and themes of this, so Bluey's anxiety, how she copes with that as a child, as well as all of the hidden details, this censorship that happened with this episode as well in the UK and on Disney, the theories about the baby shower, and of course the dark jokes about literally the title Daddy Putdown.
It's a Daddy Putdown.
But if you love funny jokes about Bluey, but as well as Bluey just in general, don't forget to hit that like button down below, that subscribe button, and that bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other Bluey videos. And with that being said, let's dive into Daddy Putdown.
Don't worry, Bluey, I'm all over it. Whoop. Whoa, that was a close one. No more of that game.
So let's talk about the fact that this was originally the end for the whole of Bluey. So season 1 was developed over the year of 2017 and then released in 2018. And of course, at that time, they had no idea whether or not they were going to be able to do a season 2, 3, 4, 5, anything like that at all, let alone a movie. And it wasn't until May 2019 that they were officially renewed for a season 2. So of course, when they were creating this in 2017, they had to make it a one complete season with a beginning and an end. And you can see how much this episode really does look like the end of Bluey because it's so obvious in the way that it parallels their first ever pilot episode, The Weekend, which even though it was the pilot, ended up being pushed into episode 7 instead. Now the main ones, of course, is the music. They use the exact same music in both episodes, so it sort of gives you that like reminiscent kind of feel.
Daddy, come and see. Where are you going, walking leaf? Come here, Daddy. Papa. Sorry I'm late.
They have the same sort of end montage scene with a callback to the prawns as well. And of course, in the episode Daddy Putdown, they have the cut scene with the ladybug, again referencing like the bugs and the idea from the pilot The Weekend, and the ladybug over the credits as well. The other big thing that they sort of pull on for parallels is the plot emphasis, and a lot of it is sort of just like recapturing some of the ideas from The Weekend as well as season 1 in general.
How about we play a game?
Let's play Follow the Leader.
Yeah!
This episode again showcases Bandit as the main parent for this season. For example, in the episode The Weekend, Chili was away for most of it because she was going on a run. In this episode, again, she's away for most of it because she's gone to a baby shower.
I'm just going for a run. I'll see you later.
Bye, see you, Mum.
Let me up! I've got to give your mum a kiss.
No smoochy kiss for you.
Oh, no!
I'll see you in the morning, kids.
I don't want you to go.
I know, sweetie, but Mummy has to go to a baby shower tonight, okay?
So it really kind of tries to reiterate the idea of the dad being more of the main parent in this and the mum getting to do other things aside from child rearing. It really shows that Chili, you know, has a life and it's also okay for her to leave to go and do things as a part of her life. And it is interesting because it kind of maybe looks like Bluey has more of a preference for her mum than her dad in this episode because of that separation anxiety she has. But I think that's just kind of a reflection of children in general. They go through different waves of who is technically like their favorite parent at the time. And usually it's the parent who's maybe not there as much sometimes as the one that they want to have the more attention from.
What should we do?
Ring Mum and ask her to come back.
We're not doing that.
But I miss her.
But it also shows how children really work through their problems. Bluey quite obviously has a lot of anxiety about being separated from her mum, especially at nighttime with a routine that she's really used to. And so her coping mechanism for that is copying. We saw this already earlier in the season 1 episode Copycat, where she copes with that big idea of death by copying the whole day of what her dad did to replicate that.
It's green, mate. Get off your phone.
Ah, keep being a seatbelt.
Oh,
It's green, mate. Put your phone call away.
Same thing happens here, but this time instead of copying her dad, she's copying her mum. So again, showing that same sort of thing happening from a different episode in season 1 and capturing it again in this one episode.
Mummy has to go to the baby shower now. Okay, Papa. No, Bingo, you have to be sad. Oh, okay. No, Mama, no go, be sad. Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. Sorry I'm late. Snowdrop really didn't want me to leave. Should we start the baby shower?
Now, I do kind of want to talk about sort of one of the ongoing jokes as well that they tried to also attempt to replicate in this episode that was ongoing through season 1, but unfortunately it was censored from the UK BBC CBBS as well as on Disney Plus and Disney Junior. And that is Bingo's joke about the baby in the belly.
I think I thought of a game. I think I thought of a game.
Nice work, Bluey.
Dad,
Yeah?
how does the baby get in the lady's belly?
Oh!
So, in case you didn't realize, this was an ongoing joke all through season 1. Bingo brought it up in the episode Takeaway.
If grown-ups grow from babies and only grown-ups have babies, who had the first baby?
Also brought it up again in the episode Dump.
Where was I before I was born?
Yeesh. Ask me another one.
Both of these times, though, were never cut, but because I guess she specifically references how does it get in the belly, Disney thought it was too much and decided to cut it, as did BBC's CBBS as well. Which is silly. It's not really implying anything. Again, it's just showing that children are really curious about these things. And it was an ongoing joke from season 1, and I thought they did it, and it was really funny. They did, however, also cut Bandit's line just before this, where he, says well done to Bluey for her realizing how to cope with that separation from her mum. I don't understand why they cut that one little section as well, because I feel like that was just such a nice way of tying in what Bandit was trying to teach Bluey.
Wait, hang the phone up.
Oh, okay. Hey, where are you going?
I think I thought of a game.
Nice work, Bluey.
But let me know in that comment section down below, though, if when you first watched this episode, if you saw that joke in it or if it was cut from where you were watching.
Why would you want to watch some stinky baby have a shower?
Dad, that's not what a baby shower is.
Yeah, it is. Mum and all her friends go into town and give some dirty baby a wash.
Going to the next big thing, though, from this episode is the theories that came out of it, and the biggest one, of course, being whose baby shower was Chili going to? Now, the only two real babies that we know in the show was Chloe's baby brother that we saw in the pram a few times, and of course the reference to Indy's mum having an early baby, so those, of course, were the possibilities. But a theory did pop up on Reddit that perhaps it was actually Wendy's baby. This came because of the book that was finally released, a couple of years later, and it shows Bandit's thought bubble of what the stinky baby was at the baby shower. And the baby he's thinking of is a Chow Chow, and the only other Chow Chows we've seen in the show is Wendy and Judo. This then, of course, led to the theory that maybe Judo was upset in the episode Butterflies because her mum has just had a baby. But of course, when you look at this image, it's obviously just a reused image of baby Judo, because it's the exact same one that you see in season 2's baby race. So maybe Bandit was just thinking of how stinky Judo was as a baby, and that's why he was thinking it in the book version of this. But again, let me know your thoughts down below on whose baby shower you thought it was.
My guess is a boy. There.
As for all the Easter eggs, references, and some of the hidden details that I want to go through with you guys, we do, of course, have our traditional Easter eggs in here. We saw one new tennis ball that was in the dining room, as well as the long dog in the playroom behind Bluey. There were a couple other tennis balls and pineapples, but we'd seen all those before. They did reference the Family Guy death pose in this as well, which again ties into that kind of dark joke about it being a put down, like daddy put down, why you take a dog to a vet. This joke kind of went a bit viral on TikTok and Instagram reels and shorts for a little bit, but it is kind of funny that, yeah, the very last scene of Bandit is literally him doing that death pose. So I do feel like it's a bit of a fourth wall joke between the animators and the audience. Some of the other really cool, just little details that you might have missed in this was Bandit's cup in the kitchen with the big B on it, the nickname Snowdrop being used again from the episode Zoo.
My precious little Snowdrop just adores animals.
Snowdrop, Mummy has to go to the baby shower now. Okay, Papa.
I do wonder again as well, where did that phone come from, out of Bandit's butt? And also, why was there a shoebox? They don't wear shoes. But the animation they did for Bluey and some of her little details was so cute. And of course, all of the gags from Bingo were absolutely hilarious. So for me, this episode was 5 out of 5 long dogs. Let me know in that comment section down below, how many long dogs would you rate this episode out of 5? I loved the dynamics that they showed of it just being about the healers in their house. And again, specifically about the dad parenting the 2 kids, because that was kind of the overarching theme of season 1. The lesson was great, the music was great, and the animation was amazing as always. So let me know all your thoughts and feelings about this episode down below. And if you felt yeah, it was a good finale for Bluey in general, if it had only ever been one season, or if you feel like maybe something else would have been a better ending for season 1. While you're down there as well, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other Bluey themed videos. But until my next video, I have picked you cheeky dogs out a few other videos that maybe you would like to watch, and I'll see you all in another video. Mwah! Bye!